We're sitting here with Mr. Gary Groves, who Burt has known for many years. And I'd like to ask Gary some questions as to how he met Burt and what year and what happened.
Well, it was a strange thing. I actually had met Burt in the '80s, but I lost track of him when I moved from California to Florida, and I didn't hear from him again until the 2000s, and it was kind of strange because I happened to be in Kiev, Ukraine, in the middle of the winter in 2005, and I was in an internet cafe, which is what you used at those days to keep in track with your email and stuff. There wasn't very many people in the Ukraine that spoke English. So I was in there by myself, sitting in the back at late at night, and all of a sudden I hear somebody call out my name in English, and I thought, oh, what did I do wrong or something? And then I looked up, and here comes this guy running across the room, and I didn't recognize him at first. I didn't know who it was, and I stood back a little bit, and he said, "It's Burt." I said, "What?" I was shocked that we would meet in Kiev, Ukraine, many years later, at night in the internet cafe, and I guess that started our relationship again because we've been hanging out ever since, and we even traveled together. We hung out over in Eastern Europe for a while, and then we ended up going to Thailand, and eventually, I think it was around another year or two that Burt and I went and toured all around Southeast Asia. So that was when we got together again.
So you got to know a lot about Burt and his personality, and then his business experiences. So give us some idea of what you think Burt did and how he did things so the audience could hear what your opinion of what he did.
You know, I could say from knowing him right now, he's been the same for the last many years, and he's always reminded me of like an old-time Hollywood producer, you know, where the guy's on 2 or 3 phones all at once, and he's always talking to several people on different subjects, and he can keep track of all that stuff, and he's trying to always put these deals together and stuff, but he's really good at problem solving. He comes up with real creative solutions for things. As a matter of fact, I think that the term think outside the box was invented because of Burt.
Wow. So you really have a very high opinion of his experiences and his ability to solve problems and be creative. So it's very impressive, and you're still friends, and you've watched them through the years solve a lot of problems and help people.
Yeah, he had a way of getting in with dignitaries and people that are high up in government within different countries. So that was always good to follow him around and get the perks and get to meet the people that he knew. And he always stumbled into some big deals. I think it was because of his personality, and they would give him a problem, and he'd come up with 10 different solutions. And then he had such a silver tongue that he could convince them that any one of them was the best one. That was Burt.
Wow, that's terrific. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gross, for this interview, and we appreciate your time.
You're welcome.